Let's get started into one of my favorite subjects, flight planning. Let's get straight to the point. We have the given data. The first thing we need is the track from Remol to Glasgow. Looking into the chart, we see it's 191 degrees. Now, given that, this is an IFR chart. That is a magnetic track. So this is important since the track and the wind must be in the same domain for this to work. Now the wind is given at 338 degrees with 45 knots.
Now to rule out a few of the possible answers, let's look at the wind. The wind is blowing from the northwest to the southeast and we are flying in a southerly direction. Meaning you have to correct into the wind as it is coming from the right. So you just use the 50-50 joker and have two answers remaining. The easiest way to determine the wind correction angle is with the analog flight computer. I will now show you how it's done.
Okay, so if you have a version of a mechanical flight computer that has a wind pointer, it's quite easy. First, you start up top with the index and you are going to place your true course underneath it. In our case, this is 191 degrees. Next up, you take the wind pointer and turn it until it points into the direction the wind is coming from. In our case, this is 338 degrees. Make sure you're using the right side of the speed card that matches the correct color of the wind pointer. Only thing left to do is take our 45 knots of wind and shift the speed card until it aligns with the line that depicts the true airspeed of 200 knots. And there you have it, the wind correction angle is 7 degrees to the right. If your mechanical flight computer does not feature a wind pointer, don't worry, we've got you covered. You start with the index again, but this time you're going to dial in the wind direction first. So in our case, that's 338 degrees. Next up, what you want to do is you want to place the center circle, so this metal ring, onto a line that depicts the whole tenth of a speed. By doing so, it will be much easier to draw a dot corresponding to your wind speed. In our case, the wind speed is 45 knots, so we count 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 and draw a dot there. Turn the moving dial again until your course matches up with the index. In our case, that's 191 degrees. All you need to do now is take the dot you drew and shift the speed card until it aligns with the true airspeed of 200 knots, and you will see your wind correction angle is 7 degrees to the right.
And there we have it. The correct answer is 7 degrees to the right. Now, meaning in order to fly the magnetic track on the airway of 191 degrees, you have to fly a magnetic heading of 198 degrees. So the key takeaway from this question: don't get misled by the given magnetic heading. You don't need it in this calculation. And secondly, you need to know all the tracks on an IFR chart are magnetic. Those are the two traps in this question. Nothing more to add then. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's do it. Good.